Good day. Today we will be talking about philosophy through and through. So more or less, if we talk about philosophy through and through, more or less, we will be looking at the history of philosophy. Now we will not be talking about date for date, but we will be talking about different philosophers of different eras. No, more or less, we'll be talking about three eras for today. We'll be talking about ancient period, medieval period, and also the modern period. Now, magbabanggit lang ako ng mga dalawang philosopher per era, dalawa or isa, no? And we'll be discussing thoroughly their ideas in a specific time frame. Okay, so let's start with ancient philosophy, or ancient period. If we talk about ancient philosophy, we'll be talking about the ancient Greece. Now, kung titingnan natin dito nag-blossom yung maraming mga scientific or philosophical queries, no? Dito dumating yung mga magagaling na thinker, no? So, more or less, pag-uusapan natin yung ancient period, hindi maaalis yung pangalan nitong tatlong magagaling na philosopher na to. Si Socrates, si Plato, and si Aristotle. Okay? So let's talk about first Socrates. No? Socrates he is one of the greatest teacher, no, of all time, because basically he is a teacher of Plato. No? He was a teacher of Plato. Isa siyang magaling na teacher. And more or less he taught man he taught man to think and to raise questions. No, more or less hindi siya sumasagot sa mga tanong ng basta sagot lang, no. He continued to ask questions, no. Meron tayong tinatawag na Socratic method, no, that we'll be discussing in a different sessions, no. Basically if we talk about logic. Pero dito no, dito siya kumukuha ng sagot sa mga tanong natin. He tries to question the question, no. That's a way of Socratic questioning, no. So it talks about he gives answers by questioning the questions, no. So sa pamamagitan ng pagtatanong, mas napapalawak yung kaalaman ng mga tao. And more or less dito di kaya naging magaling at naging mahusay itong si Socrates, no. And also he also kasi yung mga unang panahon before Socrates, we talk about Anaxagoras, Anaximenes, Thales, and any other pre-Socratic philosophers, no. They talk about nature, they talk about science, no. Pero dito pagdating natin kay Socrates, nagbago yung sphere. It's not the world that we will be talking about. It's now the man that we'll be talking about. Ngayon, naging tao yung naging sentro ng usapan. Kaya nga, more or less, from natural science, we came down into a moral science. No? Pinag-usapan na natin, ano yung tao? And one of the best ethics na tinuro sa atin ni Socrates is know thyself. No? Know thyself. No? Paano nga ba nangyayari yun? More or less, ako, bilang tao, paano ko malalaman na ginagawa ko yung tama? You need to understand yourself. No? You need to understand who you are. For example, I am a teacher. If I am a teacher and I'm not teaching, I'm not a good teacher. Because as a teacher, I need to teach. No? More or less, that's the nature of my work. That's the nature of my being, perhaps. No? Kung ikaw ay anak at hindi ka nagiging mabuting anak, perhaps you're not being a good person. No? Kung ikaw ay baker, hindi ka magaling mag-bake, more or less you're not a good baker. Do you understand? So more or less, in order for us to understand, to live a virtuous life or to live a happy life, we need to understand who we are so that we know how to act. No? So know thyself. Yun yung pinaka-concept ng sinasabing ethics nito ni Socrates. Now, let's now go to Plato. No? If we talk about Plato, parang pag pinag-usapan natin si Plato, ang daming lalabas tungkol kay Plato. No? More or less, pero one of the great thing is he was a teacher. He was a teacher of Aristotle, no? And he's also interested in moral sciences. Katulad nito ni Socrates, no? So more or less ang pinakasikat sa kanyang mga teachings ay yung the idea of the two worlds, no? Meron daw dalawang mundo, which is the world of ideas and the world of realities. No? Paano natin siya mapapaliwanag? Pag sinabi nating world of ideas, no? Pag sinabi nating world of ideas, lahat ng mga bagay lahat ng mga bagay na nandito sa world of realities ay nag-i-exist sa world of ideas. No? Let's make it clearer. No? In this world of reality, yung mundong ginagalawan natin ngayon, everything that exists in this world of reality is just a perfect representation of everything that exists in the world of ideas. No, lahat ng mga bagay na nandito sa mundo natin ay nag-exist dun sa world of ideas. A perfect a perfect copy of who we are right now. No? So maaaring hindi ako totoo. I'm just an illusion. And the perfect me is existing in the world of ideas. No? So yun yung kanyang pananaw. No? And also ang ganda din, no? Ang ganda din na tingnan natin yung allegory of the cave nito ni Plato. No? Sabi niya, sa allegory of the cave, yung mga tao daw, no? Yung mga tao daw nakatalikod. No? Nakatalikod sila, nakaharap sila, nandun sila sa loob ng cave, nakaharap sila sa wall. Tapos may ilaw dun sa likod nila. And everything, or may ilaw dun sa likod nila, tapos may bridge. No? Nasa gitna yung bridge, tapos nasa dulo yung ilaw. No? So everything that passes dun sa bridge, nakikita nila dun sa wall ay just shadow. No? So sabi ni Plato na ganun yung tao, no? Tapos tayo nakatingala daw tayo, nakatanikala daw tayo. No, hindi daw tayo makaalis, no? We cannot move. Kaya nakikita natin just merely shadow, no? Just merely shadow. Lahat ng mga dumadaan dun sa bridge, nakikita lang natin shadow. And everything, no? Para sa kanya, everything that we see here is just a shadow of what perfectly existed in the world of ideas, no? Yun yung para kay Plato. Now let's talk about Aristotle, no? If we talk about Aristotle, sabi doon, talks about physical science na rin. No, he's not talking about physical science, pero kilala siya sa mga field na yon. No? Pero ang para sa akin, ang pinakamaganda, no, pinakamagandang pagtingtuunan ng pansin dito is this theory of matter and form. No? This theory of matter and form is Christianized by St. Augustine and St. Thomas Aquinas into body and soul. Later we'll be discussing that, no? Pero matter and form, no? So pag sinabi nating matter, that is the physical attributes of the thing, no? Pag sinabi nating form, that is the essential attributes, no? Pag sinabi nating matter, no, for example, let's look at the table. What's the matter of the table, no? It is made out of wood. It is made out of nails, no? It's combined by nails, no? Parang gano'n. That's yung mga nakikita natin, that's matter, no? Pero the essential feature of the table is the form, no? So more or less pag tingnan natin, ano nga ba yung essential qualities ng table, no? Yung mapapatungan mo siya, yung magagamit mo siya na patungan, no? So more or less that's the essential, no? So, yung purpose, yung pinaka-essence ng gamit, no? That's the form. Now, if we will be talking about the man, tayo bilang tao, no? The matter is our body, no? Yung katawan natin. And our form is the soul. Okay? So that is Aristotle, no? Pero during the time, makikita natin, no? After na dumating nitong tatlong to, syempre, katulad ng lahat ng kingdom, babagsak at babagsak din ang kingdom ng Greek-Roman era, no? Grabe, bumagsak sila. Sinakop sila ng barbarians, no? So more or less, nung sinakop sila ng mga barbarians, yung mga barbarians na to, hindi sila magaling sa mga bagay-bagay eh. Hindi sila magaling sa mga bagay. Magaling sila sa pagdating sa war, no? Mas magaling sila sa gera, mas magaling sila sa labanan. No, kaya nangyari, napapabayaan yung mga bagay na itinayo ng Greek-Roman era. No? Napabayaan yung philosophy, napabayaan yung science, napabayaan lahat. So more or less, kailangan merong special power, merong specific power na mag-take over para hindi masayang lahat ng mga bagay na pinaghirapan itong Greek-Roman era. No? Kaya nga nangyari, the church took over. No? The church took over. When the church took over, no, many philosophers said that during this time, there is no philosophy. No, wala daw philosophy during those times. Kasi nga, since the church took over, we are not talking about the unaided reason. Hindi na unaided reason yung ginagamit natin. Ginagamit natin divine revelation. Tinutulungan tayo ng Diyos para maintindihan yung mga bagay-bagay. No? Pero, no, I wanted to prove that there is philosophy in the Middle Ages sa pamamagitan ng pagbabanggit ng dalawang magaling na philosopher na kilala ko. No? First one, let's talk about St. Augustine. No? Let's talk about Saint Augustine. Si Saint Augustine, hindi siya santo nung pinanganak, no? Hindi siya mabait, no? Marami rin siyang pagkakamaling nagawa, no? He is into prostitution at marami pang iba, no? Pero more or less, ang una niyang iniisip, no? Ang una niyang iniisip, the body is evil, no? Masama ang katawan, no? Manichaeism, yung tawag doon. Manichaeism, no? Masama daw ang katawan, no? Masama yung more or less if kung merong contrast dun sa katawan, no? The body is bad, the body is evil, the soul is good, no? Para sa kanya. Pero upon his conversion, ano nangyari? Narinig niya yung homily ni Saint Ambrose, no? From Manichaeism, he changed into Platonic spirituality. Ano yung Platonic spirituality? He believed that evil does not exist. Hindi daw nag-exist ang evil. Evil is just a privation of the good. Kaya lang merong evil kasi walang goodness, no? So more or less, kaya lang merong masama, merong kasamaan kasi walang kabutihan, no? Paano natin siya mas maiintindihan? For example, the color black. Black is not a color. Black is the presence of all color. Black doesn't really exist. What happens is that all the colors are combined, kaya siya black. No? Pero ngayon, pag titingnan natin, yung white din, yung white, it's not a color. Perhaps it's the absence of all color. No? So kung titingnan natin, evil does not exist. It is just, it existed because there is a privation. Merong kawalan ng kabutihan. No? Yun yung para sa kanya. Okay, that's from Manichaeism. He said body is evil, pero then he realized na after his conversion, na-realize niya, no, evil does not really exist. It is just a privation of something that is good. Okay, so yun si Saint Augustine. Now let's talk about Saint Thomas Aquinas. Saint Thomas Aquinas is a very good theologian. He wrote Summa Theologiae, no? Very good theologian, and also a good philosopher, no? Para sa akin, no, isa sa mga pinakamagandang bagay na napatunayan ni Saint Thomas Aquinas ay yung 5 ways of Saint Thomas. The 5 ways of Saint Thomas, he tried to prove the existence of God without using any biblical text or what, no theological text, just the mind, no? Let's talk about the 5 arguments. Let's go to the argument from motion. All the things have source of motion. There must be one original source of motion, unmoved by anything else. Thus, we call God the unmoved mover, no? Meron daw ang isang bagay daw, no? Ang isang bagay daw ay hindi gagalaw unless merong magpagalaw, no? And anything that is at rest will remain at rest unless it is acted upon, no? Sabi sa law of motion, di ba? Ang bagay daw hindi gagalaw unless may something na magpagalaw, no? So more or less, pag-isipin natin, lahat ng bagay ay may nagpapagalaw, no? Merong nagpapagalaw. If we will be thinking, no, sino nagpagalaw sa bola? Yung sumipa. Sinong sumipa dun sa bola? Yung tao, sino nagpagalaw sa kanya? Maring neurons. More or less, if we will be continually asking kung sino nagpagalaw dun sa mga bagay na yon, we will fall into continuum. Ano ibig sabihin ng continuum? Yung paulit-ulit na succession. And we will end up not having answers to our questions. Now, in order for us to stop the continuum, there must be someone that is allowing everything to move without being moved, which is God. Na meron dapat isang bagay na nagpapagalaw pero hindi ginagalaw. In English, there must be an unmoved mover, no? Meron dapat gano'n, no? In order for us to realize na meron nga, no, na maaaring na meron nga nagpapagalaw sa lahat. Okay? That's the argument from motion. Second, the argument from efficient cause. The argument from efficient cause is everything which exists must have a cause of existence. There cannot be an infinite chain of causes stretching back in the past. There must have some initial or some first cause uncaused by anything else. Thus, we call God the uncaused cause. Saan nanggaling ang buto? Maaring galing sa puno. Saan galing yung puno? Sa buto. Bakit lumaki yung buto? Kasi naulanan ng araw. Saan galing yung ulan? No? Saan galing yung ulan na naging nagpalago dun sa puno ay sa buto na naging puno na nagbunga, no? Saan galing yung ulan? Sa dagat. Saan galing yung dagat? Yung dagat ay maaaring maaaring na pagsama-samang tubig or something like that. Na saan nanggaling yung ulan? Sa ulap na nanggaling dun sa dagat. Ngayon, bakit umulan? Bakit nainitan galing sa araw? Ngayon, saan galing yung araw? More or less, we will be continually asking, saan galing ang saan? No? And in order for us to stop asking, we need to realize there must be something that is causing something which is uncaused. Or we can call him the uncaused cost. No? We call him the uncaused cost, which is no other than God. Which is no other than God. Okay? So this is the argument from efficient cause. Next, let's go to the third argument. The third argument is the possibility and necessity. No? Pag sinabi nating possibility and necessity, no? Dito sa mundo, there must be many possible being. Pag sinabi nating possible being, pwedeng nandyan siya, pwedeng wala. No? Kunwari ako, bilang tao, kung ako, pwedeng mag-exist ang mundo nang wala ako, pero patuloy na maggagalaw ang mundo. No? Kunwari ikaw, kahit wala ka, patuloy na gagalaw ang mundo. Pero there must be something or someone na iisang tao lang, iisang bagay lang, which is a necessary being. No? Which is God. Everyone is a possible being, and there is only one necessary being, which is God. Okay? So now, let's from argument from possibility and necessity. Let's now talk about argument from gradation of being. Tumingin ka sa labas. Isipin mo, imaginein mo yung puno. Maganda ba yung puno? Posible. Posibleng maganda yung puno. Pero may mas maganda pa ba dyan sa punong yan? Posible. Na? Ikaw, tingnan mo yung sarili mo. Maganda o gwapo ka? Posible. Pero imagine, there must be someone na mas gwapo at mas maganda kaysa sa'yo. No? Any other perfections, no? Any other perfections, no? Kahit sino mang maganda yung tingnan natin, sino mang gwapo, ano mang mabuti, maganda, lahat yun merong mas mabuti, mas maganda, mas kaaya-aya. No? And all of that perfection that we are thinking, the perfection can only be found in one person, which is God. No? That's the gradation of being. Merong grade, no? Merong antas. At walang-wala tayo dun sa antas na meron ng Diyos. The perfect God. No? Next, the argument from this side. No? Makita nyo, na-experience nyo ba? Tingnan nyo mabuti ha. Isipin nyo mabuti. Isipin mo merong elepante. There is an elephant. Yung elepante lumilipad. Tas dinapuan ka. Ha? Diba patay ka, no? Isipin mo isang araw naglalakad ka, papunta ka sa kung saan, merong lumilipad na isda, no? Ang lansa no, no? Hindi uubra, no? Isipin nyo, scientific study says na kahit na onting galaw lang yung lapit ng Earth, no, mapalapit lang ng onting-onte yung Earth sa Sun, there is a possibility na masusunog yung Earth. Grabe, it's very perfect, no? It's placed there perfectly. Tingnan niyo yung katawan niyo. Kaya nga siya tinawag na system eh. Kaya siya tinawag na system kasi it follows a unique order. It follows a unique process. And everything falls into places. Kahit siguro mag-aral ka ng napakadaming taon, hindi ka makakagawa ng ganyang bagay. There must be someone who designs everything to be perfectly done. There's an intelligent creator, which we may call God. Huh? Kung titingnan natin yung dalawang nabanggit ko, si St. Thomas Aquinas at si St. Augustine, I tried to explain God, I tried to explain man, but I didn't use any biblical text siguro sapat na yon para ma-realize na there is a philosophy in the Middle Ages. Ang dami pang mga philosopher na lalabas, no? So more or less, we are in the philosophy in the Middle Ages. We're not using only the church, no? Hindi lamang yung kapangyarihan ng Diyos ang ginamit doon, kundi yung kapangyarihan ng tao na makapag-isip, no? Pero after that, after some time, no, nagkaroon din ng decline, nagkaroon din ng problema yung simbahan, no? Dumating yung schism, no? Dumating yung schism, yung pagkakahiwa-hiwalay ng Catholics, no? Ng Christians, no? Catholics, iba't ibang mga Christian denominations, napagod yung mga tao. Napagod yung mga tao, feeling nila we must move away from what is used to be, no? Katulad ng sinasabi ng simbahan, no? Kaya nga dumating ito si René Descartes, no? René Descartes is one of the greatest mathematicians. Siya yung nakaisip ng Cartesian plane, no? Pero siya rin yung he is the person who paved the way, no? Who paved the way for the modern philosophy, no? He paved the way for the modern philosophy. He moved away from the religious teachings and he made his own, no? Ang ginawa niya, pinagdudahan niya ang lahat, no? He found out that he could doubt the things in front of him, and he parang more or less nag-doubt siya sa lahat, no? Nag-doubt siya sa lahat. Pinagdudahan niya yung existence niya, pinagdudahan niya yung existence ng lahat ng bagay na nakapaligid sa kanya, no? Then he therefore realized, sabi niya, if I'm not true, no? Parang ganoon, parang ang tawag doon skepticism, no? He is doubtful about everything. Lahat ng mga bagay na nangyayari sa kanya, pinagdudahan niya, no? Siguro nalulungkot siya, pinagdudahan niya, nalulungkot ba talaga ako? Masaya siya pero nalulungkot na nagugulumianan siya. Nalulungkot na natutuwa ba talaga ako, no? Pinagdudahan niya ang lahat. No? And there, when he said na pinagdudahan niya lahat, tapos dumating siya sa point na pinagdudahan niya na rin yung sarili niya. Na pinagdudahan niya na rin yung existence niya. No? Sabi niya, nag-i-exist ba talaga ako? Am I really there? Am I really here? No? So what he did, no? What he did, no? Doon niya naisip, if I am doubting, therefore I am thinking. If I am thinking, therefore I am existing. No? Ulitin natin yan. If I am doubting, I am thinking. If I am thinking, I am, or if I am doubting, I am thinking. So, if I am thinking, I am existing. Kaya sabi niya, I think, therefore I am. No? So, sinimulan niya dun sa doubt. No? Nung nalaman niya na nagda-doubt siya, na-realize niya, nag-iisip siya. Nung nag-iisip siya, na-realize niya, okay, I am existing. No? I think, therefore I am. Sabi niya, cogito ergo sum, no? 'Yun, no? Tapos ang way niya para malaman, matutunan ang lahat ng bagay ay yung paggamit ng tabula rasa, no? Tabula rasa means you empty your table. No, you empty your table. Remove all your past knowledge about things, and then you realize that you know nothing. No? You know nothing. Remove all your biases, remove everything that you think you know, and then think that you know nothing. And that's the best way to understand everything na paparating pa sa buhay natin. No? I wanted to end this discussion with that. No? Lagi nating tatandaan yun. Oo, marami tayong nalaman, marami tayong natutunan sa mga past experiences at past lessons natin. Pero always remember this. I know nothing. I know nothing compared to someone else. Kaya nga, I will be better. I will be studying more. I'll be doing my best to understand more. Thank you, and God bless.